Hey, what's up, guys? I hope that you can hear me. Comment if you can't. Let me add DP here. Let's see if this works.
Hey, Jody, can you hear me?
Hey, Dad, you on there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Let me try him again.
Hello.
Hold on.
Jody?
All right, so DP is, I'll try him again in a minute. Oh, there he comes.
Hello.
All right, so welcome. There you are. Hi, Dad.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah. So today's show, Chopper History, brought to you by Indian Motorcycles, Law Tigers, and Badlands. We are going to have Tom Banks and Sean Jackson, who are the current new owners of Competition Distributing, formerly of Sturgis, South Dakota, and now they moved to PA. And as you can see, me and DP are in separate locations right now. As well as Tom and Sean are in separate locations. So this might be interesting for us to have 4 screens on at once. Hopefully, like I said, you guys can hear me. But want to get right to it, Dad?
Sure. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I'm going to. And add Tom.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, guys.
Hi, Sean.
What's up, DP? Hi, Jody.
Tom, are you there?
I am. I got you.
Ah, there you guys are.
How's it
Okay,
going?
I can see you
All right.
guys.
I'm good.
So you guys are the new owners of Competition Distributing. What brought this about?
It really happened fast. I actually, what brought it about was, we had heard the scuttlebutt, that Lonnie was looking to sell. But at some point in time, I got a call from Rob Nussbaum. And he said, hey, Lonnie wants to sell. And I said to myself, I really couldn't do this by myself. I've got so much business entities now that, but so I didn't want to not talk to George and Sean about it, and I just kind of brought it up in passing to Sean, and Sean was like, oh, no, let's go get it. Let's get it. So that's kind of how it started, man, was Rob gave us a call, and I talked to George and Sean, and they were like, go get it.
Uh-oh. We lost Jody.
Yeah, I see that.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you, DP. Yep.
Well, listen, if anybody was going to buy Competition Distributors, I can't think of 2 better guys to have it and make it work and bring it to the next level than you 2 guys. I think it was a great move, Tom. It's definitely your passion, and you 2 guys are going to make a great team.
From my standpoint, there's no way I can do it without Sean, because Sean's young, he's energetic. Plus, he has way more mechanical skills than I have, and he has a much better understanding of the parts than I do. So for me, it's like a perfect match, and I really feel like with Sean's direction, we're really going to be able to go forward, and we're going to expand on whatever it is that we need to expand on. We don't have any concerns about building the company up. We just think we're at the tip of the iceberg. But, Sean's going to be the driving force with all that.
Yeah, well, you need these young guys, Tom. You know what I mean?
Ain't that the truth?
I mean, it's the younger guys that got to carry this whole thing on.
Well, he has such a skill level, that it's like it really is a perfect mesh, and I certainly would have bought the company if it had just been George and I, because, George and I are in our 60s. And while we're super passionate, we don't have the energy, that a guy like Sean has.
Yeah. Well, Sean, I mean, are you ready to take this all on?
Yeah. It's been one heck of a launch already. We've been slammed to say the least, but orders been coming in pretty steady. The first week open was out of control. We were really hoping it was going to be good, and I don't think we had any idea what to expect. Kind of, just just because it was closed for a while and stuff, we were thinking we're going to get some orders, but it just was crazy, But it's going to be a lot of fun. We're starting to level out a little bit right now. We got a real good system in place already as far as inventory and everything goes. It makes getting orders out in a timely fashion a lot easier. So really confident in that whole setup, and we really hope here in the next month or two to really start, like what Tom was just saying about expanding on the company. Start bringing more parts in, making a lot more stuff available. That isn't currently out there right now in the market. So
yeah. Well, I'm sure that it's been and it will be quite a learning experience as far as the parts and the best thing in the world is you guys are doing those. You're working on the single thing and the the real early bikes. So every time you work on those bikes, you're going to say, you know what, this part isn't available. Let's make
right,
it.
right,
And
yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's the
Well, the funny thing for me, Dave, is I kid everybody, and I said I bought the company because it would save me money in the long run on parts. you know, 'cause between myself, Sean, George, and Jody's in that little ring too. We've been riding some stuff and breaking it up a little bit.
oh yeah. We consume a lot of those parts we got for sure.
Without a doubt. But hey, man, that's all. What we really see is we see the opportunity to expand in that marketplace. We see where we can take the 1910 through 1936, and we can really look hard at what's not being made, and that'll give us an opportunity to make those parts and continue to try to go forward. We want to look at everything. We want to look at whatever Lonnie was doing. We want to expand on what Lonnie was doing. If there was something out there that maybe we're not comfortable with, then we're going to reevaluate that and bring in a better product. We just want to continue to grow in that marketplace. We see the JD and the VL market as a booming market, especially the VLs. Guys just love them. I'm one of them. And, we just see a lot of opportunity. We're just at the tip of the iceberg, in our opinion.
right. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge opportunity, and of course, with the Cannonball, that's brought everything to a head as far as these old bikes. People that weren't interested that much before have really gained a lot of interest through the Cannonball. And 12 years and years ago, a 12 single that I found in a guy's garage 5 miles from me. And it belonged to his great grandfather.
Wow.
And it got passed down through the family, and it got to the point where this guy's kids didn't want any part of it. So he came over and he says, hey, I got this old bike for sale. And anyways, I dealt with Lonnie extensively on that bike. He actually rebuilt the motor for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was a cool deal.
Yeah, Lonnie's a great guy.
Yeah, and Competition Distributors is man, that's the go-to place for old bike stuff.
Well, we didn't even realize how long Competition had been in business. Lonnie had been in business 52 years. He was a Texas Inc. In other words, he was a company that formed an Inc. in Texas 52 years ago, because we actually had a chance to look at some of the old paperwork in the process.
Yeah.
And man, to be in business 52 years, gosh, guys, I'm in business 21 years, and it feels like I've been killing myself my whole life. I mean, that's a long time. You have to give them some credit, and we're honored and blessed to take the company over. Believe me.
Yeah, no. I've been in business 51 years. So the last job people say, how long you been in business? I say, well, the last job I had was 1970. So if that give you any idea.
Wow. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a workout, but it's been a fun workout. I wouldn't have changed anything for, it was exactly what I wanted.
And, for me, this competition was just that opportunity. I'm so passionate about the old motorcycles, and I'm so passionate about business. It's two things that I just absolutely love, So, and and then to have Sean in as a partner just made it really work, because there has to be a future for the company, and Sean is the future. So we just couldn't pass on it. We just thought it was the perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, absolutely. So, are you looking to expand probably through? There's a lot of other little companies that you could kind of swallow up per se to expand competition.
Yeah, so we have some ideas there. We're going to focus on our own product line right now and kind of just try to grow within and see what we can do there.
Yeah.
And if we have a lot of plans to get to the point of being able to go onto our website, and if you have a stock set of bottom engine cases, you have a stock VIN number, you can pretty much build that bike off those cases.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have enough individual components that would assemble an entire bike from the ground up. Because with all these new events coming into play, the Cannonball, the Trog, the Chase, all this different Sons of Speed, you don't want to take an original bike out and beat the crap out of it. Something that should be in a museum, but
Right.
You got a lot of engines laying around, a lot of cases and stuff like that. If you come across a set of those, which is a lot more likely than a frame or a complete chassis, you'll be able to complete that bike off of off of our website. That's kind of the goal right now.
Right.
And then
Now,
obviously,
does anybody make a frame?
yeah. There's currently a company right now that produces early frames. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they easily available?
I'm not sure. Tommy, I mean, that's up. I've heard like different stories. It's like sometimes
So
it goes
obviously,
15.
so to be perfectly honest, and I don't think we've pulled any punches with anybody. Our goal is to produce frames, okay, and our goal is to produce sheet metal at some point in time. Our goal is to produce a total motorcycle, with the exception of cases. I'm not into on a personal level. I don't like repop cases. That's just something that'll never work for me. Everything else I'm fine with. I don't know. You can, whatever reasons, that's where I'm at. But there are unbelievable opportunities, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, I'm really excited for you guys. I can't wait to get together with you guys again so we can, talk more about this. I mean, I love the excitement of the whole thing. And especially, Tom, at our age, it's pretty cool to be excited about something like this.
You know what? So Dave, honestly, a lot of, I'm in the natural gas industry, and I have commercial real estate, and that stuff's all boring compared to this stuff. Okay.
Right.
And
exactly.
Don't get me wrong. I'm truly blessed to have had the opportunities that I've had, but this is my world, the motorcycles, so this is where I'd much rather be. And this is a comfort level. And I didn't buy this just to I'm going to have fun growing it with Sean. I can't wait. It's exciting to, every time we talk, we're going a million miles an hour about, okay, what are we going to do? We're excited, man.
Yeah. Well, you better just get your kids ready to just take over the company so you could focus all on this completely, huh?
And you're kidding, but I had that conversation with my sons as recently as this week, saying, that the natural gas company is going to be you guys. Okay. It's, I'm hanging with the motorcycles.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, listen, I can relate. Believe me.
I know you can.
I mean, I go to bed every single night. Every single night, I go to bed thinking about motorcycles, and I can't wait to get up in the morning and work on motorcycles. That's it.
Yep.
Well, I can sure relate to that.
Yeah. That's
right,
the dream, Dave.
sure.
That's the dream.
I go to sleep at night thinking about the ones I'm missing yet.
Yeah, right.
That 49 original paint, that 1950 original paint, the 53 original paint. I always
Tom,
know what I'm missing.
You must be thinking about the ones that are stuck in Canada too.
I'm absolutely thinking about the ones stuck in Canada. So yeah, I've got 236 knuckles, a 48 pan, and a 42 pan stuck in Canada right now. And the 236 knuckles are just beautiful, beautiful bikes, but it's just been a challenge with COVID half my friends being offenders, and none of us can get across the border, and yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, I
Sounds
saw on the
We might
news
have to send Sean up there.
I saw on the news this morning, Tom. I was thinking of you. It said 6 provinces in Canada are shutting down because of COVID.
Yeah, it is what it is. There's just, we've
It's okay.
been trying to get it done, but it's even difficult with a broker right now.
Yeah,
I wish
I'm
I
sure.
had 36s that was stuck somewhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Jody, I want to thank you because you made one of my 36s famous, man. You got that thing on magazine covers and all, So
All over the place.
appreciate that. You up the value on that one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Did you get your
Hey.
magazines?
I ride that thing all the time and no one takes pictures. She gets on it down there in Florida and it's on the cover of magazines and stuff, TP.
I
You tell
know it.
me.
Hey, Tom, now you can't change the color of that blue.
I know.
You got to leave
True.
it now. It's famous
I'm
blue.
screwed.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Jody.
a famous bike now, Tom.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a famous bike now.
Lock it up.
Hey, Sean, can we ask you how your FXR build's going?
Oh yeah, it's going real good. I actually just got the motor mounts made up for it here in the last couple of days, and hopefully by tomorrow I'm going to be actually mounting the motor into the chassis for the first time under its own frame. So I hope to have it up in the air and have the front end and stuff on it tomorrow. So it'll be a big
Tell
step.
people tell people about it.
So I took a brand new 2021 Pan America Harley Davidson, and I was going to turn it into a FXR chassis. I wanted to, take the motor and stuff from it. Well, it ended up being better for me just to get the whole bike because I'm going to use so many of the components and the wiring harness and stuff like that. So I ended up just getting the whole bike. Went to New York City, drove out there and got it with a couple of my friends, and come back and tore the whole thing apart into 1,000 pieces, and then I took a 1987 FXR chassis and started trying to manipulate the engine into it, and ended up having to cut some stuff out, but it's coming together really nice. It's going to look pretty factory when it's done, which is the overall goal. So,
Wow, that's great. I mean, you'll be the first one to do that. That's for sure.
yeah, that was kind of the challenge of it. We got invited to a build off this year, or I should say next year, in Virginia City, and we're going up against a real hard, group of guys, real top end builders in the FXR world. You know them all, DP, and
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of try to actually come home with something instead of just going out there and looking nice. So yeah, we figured we give it a jump and try to go for it all. So we'll see how it turns out.
Well, it's funny. John Jessup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did a big paint job for him. He's coming up here. He's driving up here right now from Tennessee
Okay.
to pick it up. It's an FXR that he's going to compete in that Virginia Beach, that Virginia City show.
Oh yeah, I heard some things about that. I heard it was a shovel head, and I heard that you were doing some stuff with him on it. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what he does. He's always a top notch guy. Every time I've ever seen his equipment in person, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, it should be a pretty cool bike.
So you must have your hands full, Sean, between that build and competition, and I'm sure you guys are a lot busier than you kind of had planned right off the bat.
Oh yeah, it's out of control. I'm really lucky I don't have any kids because I wouldn't be seeing them at all right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy, like everybody else on here. I love motorcycles more than anything. So, just having the blessing to be able to do all this, and competition is a huge dream come true. To work in the industry you love to play in, I don't really think it gets much better than that. So, pretty excited about everything.
Yeah, no, it is pretty exciting.
They just announced the Cannonball for 2023. What do you guys think of the route?
Hey, I like the route. For me, I kind of for me, for some reason, the Cannonball seems to be a across the country run, not a zig-a-zag. Not that there was anything wrong with the last Cannonball; it was fabulous. Okay, but I see the cannonball in my head from either running from the East Coast to the West Coast or from the West Coast to the East Coast. And I guess in my head, it's the East Coast to the West Coast, probably because that's the way I've always gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm excited for it, like any opportunity.
Yeah. I think the route's going to be really cool. I'm excited about the Rockies and the national parks and that kind of thing. A lot of really cool scenery on that one. So should
And
be.
we're not backing off on singles, Jody. We're coming back on singles. As long as I have my health, we're absolutely coming back on singles.
Yeah,
That's right.
I agree.
And a lot better prepared, okay? Believe me, we're coming back and we're excited for it. And I'm not giving up on a single. I just think there's so much dang fun.
Well, you can have plenty of spare parts now.
That's right.
We're gonna bring the entire company with us in the trailer.
Right, I'll bet. You can do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of parts this time for sure.
Yeah, I bet. So the cannonball, correct me if I'm wrong, it was Virginia Beach to Huntington Beach?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
so
it's from the run that was the 2010 run, was it?
The first run. I think he's going back to the roots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think the first one was from Kitty Hawk, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was from Kitty Hawk.
Yeah,
then maybe this one's from Kitty Hawk.
No, this one starts in Virginia Beach.
Is it Virginia Beach?
Yeah.
I know it was East Coast to West Coast, and that's what I like. I like to run straight across.
Yeah, I think it's Virginia Beach to Huntington Beach.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because Virginia Beach, I've got a lot of friends down there in Virginia Beach. I go down there a couple times a year, so it'll be cool. All my buddies will be there, and we'll be cheering all you guys off.
Well, hopefully, hopefully Jody's going to ride with us again this year on a single in 2023. So, we're ready to do the team banquets again, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it sounds good. So, Jody, how is it up there?
It's actually, I think you can see the sun's coming out. But it was pretty cold and wet here a little. This morning it was raining. I'm way up in New Hampshire, snowboarding. And it was pretty like raw out, and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a long day." But it actually wasn't. Maybe by like 10 o'clock, it kind of turned around and got a little better. Which I was just sitting on a snow pile. Now my butt's a little wet, but I couldn't tell because so many layers on. But it's the mountain. Could you guys see?
You're froze up for me.
Yeah, you're froze up for me too, Jody.
How about now?
You're still froze.
Froze. And I can't hear DP at all.
I can't hear DP and you're froze.
Because I moved. How about now?
I can hear your audio, but you're just frozen.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're froze.
Well, I was showing you guys the mountain. I walked away from where I was sitting, where I had obviously some good service. Let me go back over that way and see
if we can get.
Can you guys see me now?
No, you're still froze for me.
No, now?
No.
Nope.
Tom and I, only person I can see moving is Tom.
There's DP.
DP, I can't hear him.
No, I can't hear DP. Hey, Sean, what's that behind you right there? What's that strap tank I'm looking at?
Oh, you know what that is. That's a 13. We can't hear DP.
Yeah.
He's like real quiet.
He's talking.
Yeah, I can barely hear him. He's like super quiet.
Yeah, he's still back on.
I can barely hear you, Dave.
Can you hear me?
I can hear Jody.
I hear Jody.
We can't see you, Jody.
Oh, there's DP.
I see.
He's back.
I see you guys, and I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay, we just got you back.
Yeah, you're back. Just stay put now.
Don't move. Oh, we lost her again.
Yeah.
No, she's still.
I can't hear it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I got you
Yes,
now.
sir.
Okay, why don't you? So, what other kind of new stuff are you thinking about adding to the line?
So some of the first things we're going to bring out, we're going to start doing cylinder castings. We want to start offering cylinders. We want to start offering pistons, rods, the stuff that people break. The stuff that's not easy to get to.
Yeah.
Especially like when it's the earlier jugs, you don't really see a lot of reproduction of those stuff. So we're going to start incorporating a lot of that. And a big thing we're going to do is improve quality of a lot of our products. So you're gonna see us bring stuff that we already currently have, but we're gonna bring it back in from a real reputable manufacturer. Stuff that people know in the industry to hold up in racing applications and that kind of thing. So that's going to be a big deal. We want to have really solid engine components, stuff that top notch builders and stuff want to use when they're trying to build a bike to get across the country or race across, race around the track. We want to be known as the number one place to go to.
Right. Now, have you guys I'm sure you've reached out to manufacturing and machine shop facilities
Yeah.
to inquire about different products. How have you found are they real busy? Are they too busy? Are they what's the status?
So right now it's kind of in a lull because of the holidays. So from the time we open till the time we actually, I'm just now starting to get time to actually go through products and start kind of sifting through what we need to do. The first couple of weeks we're literally just shipping orders all day, all night kind of deal. But so I've already had a couple conversations with some suppliers, and the other really good thing is this community is a very tight knit, group of people. So, I got a lot of guys reaching out, offering their help as far as I got connections at this company. Here's the person you contact. Go call them, and like take over our stuff and run with it. You guys are more of a distributor. We're more of a small parts kind of shop. So they want us to take over. So that's really helping. And it's, kind of kicking those relationships off as to where, we just go knock on somebody's door and go, hey, can you help us? And they don't know who you are kind of deal. So I think it's going to go pretty well in that regard. Obviously, we're probably going to hit some snags here and there. I doubt anything's ever going to go 100% smooth, but that's just the way this works, But we're pretty fortunate in that regard.
Yeah, no, that's great. And, having all the connections out there, makes all the difference in the world too,
Right.
Going into a manufacturing facility cold, they don't know who the hell you are.
Right.
It's makes a big difference, boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
And too, one of the things is we're going to look at the manufacturers that Lonnie was using, and we're going to stick with some of them manufacturers. In some cases, we're going to expand and go with other manufacturers. There's no set plan here other than to take the company forward the very best we can. We both agree totally on what parts we want to manufacture and, the direction we want to go. And it's just a matter of, it's not going to happen overnight because you can't get parts made overnight to begin with, but
right.
Anything that we feel that we can improve on, if there's something in competition distributing that our customer base isn't happy with, we're either going to improve it or discontinue it. We're not going to, it's really important to me that the quality of our stuff is top flight. That's the most important thing to me. George and I, and Sean too, our reputations matter to us, so that's where that's at.
Right. And fitment too. I mean, fitment is a huge, huge factor. Believe me, in the custom motorcycle world, unfortunately the fitment situation is not the best. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the best thing that Sean and I have going for us is we actually ride and race these same bikes that we're going to supply parts to.
Right.
We're not just like a couple of, successful business guys that come along and say, okay, we're going to buy this company up and add it to our portfolio. It's nothing like that.
Right.
Right. We both live in this world. We both race in the Cannonball. We both race in the Chase. we both wanted the Sons of Speed. Okay.
Yep.
We both want to race in anything that we possibly can. Okay.
Anything that goes.
And we both like blowing stuff up too, man. We like to ride. You know, we're not anybody that knows that I'm out there riding that I'm gonna push it and have some fun, man.
Right. Right. Well, you know, like I said earlier, experience. You know, when you can experience all the products that you make personally, that makes a world of difference.
Right.
You know, makes a world of difference. You know.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big thing. Is like you were saying, fitment. We're gonna, obviously, we're gonna use people that we know, throughout the country. The guys that are really well, have a lot of these bikes that we're building for, and have them test those parts if we have a new part. Like give them one here, run this, see what it does. Let us know, get feedback, that kind of thing.
Right.
If you're gonna be successful in it, you can't just bring something new to the table and hope it works and throw it out there. You got to test that and then use R&D the best you can. So.
Yep. No, I mean, you guys have a great plan. Looks like everything you're gonna make it work. Let's put it that way. It's nothing works by itself. And, you guys have got the passion. You've got the knowledge, and you're gaining experience constantly. Right. There's no end to the amount of experience that you can gain, in a business, especially like what you guys are doing.
Right. Yeah, learning every day for sure.
No, it's exciting. It's an exciting time for us. I'm sure it might be a little bit more exciting for me because Sean's the one doing all the hard work at this point. But
well, you're the support crew.
But all kidding aside, it really is an exciting time for both of us. Like I said, every time we talk, it's nonstop about what parts we're gonna make. Hey, what's selling, what's not selling. We didn't go into this thing. We made a decision. We got on an airplane on a I believe it was a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
Okay, it was a Tuesday morning. We got on an airplane and flew out to Sturgis. Okay, we went in there and we looked at everything for, I don't know, 2 or 3 or 4 hours, drilling Lonnie with questions. Then we agreed to meet for dinner. By the time dinner was over, we were shaking hands and it was a done deal. Okay, so
Real quick.
I didn't even get back on a plane and fly home and think about it because I was concerned that if I drug my feet, we weren't going to get the company. In fact, I was sure that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was basically a first come, first serve thing. And it's almost like when you're chasing a motorcycle, sometimes you just got to go and you got to throw caution to the wind, and you scared man can't win. And that's where that was, so it really did happen fast for us. And we're learning more and more as time goes on. A lot of the inventory, Lonnie had tons of some inventory, not a bunch of other inventory. We're working through all those things right now and is finding out everything we have. But we have absolutely no regrets. We're thrilled to death, and we can't wait to continue to go forward.
Jody, you back?
That's so great, guys. Yeah, I'm back. I've been listening, but I took myself off because I think I was making it freeze. So
yeah, but you're like right now is the best I've heard you the whole time.
Yeah, you're real good right now.
You're like perfect.
I'm like hugging the random side of the building. This is where it seems to come in the best.
There's you're in good shape right there.
Yeah, but I couldn't pick a better pair to carry on this business, and I mean Lonnie's got to be thrilled that you guys are going to grow it how it should and keep old bikes great.
Yeah. And I'm sure that Lonnie's pretty proud that he's able to turn his lifetime company over to 2 guys that are as passionate and as motivated as you guys are.
Well, trust me, we're blessed and thrilled. We really are. Never in a million years. I can remember the first time I stepped into Lonnie's. It was during the 2018 Cannonball. And I was like, wow, this is Lonnie Isom. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, the guy's a motorcycle legend. I was like in awe.
Yeah.
To turn around a couple short years later and to buy that company is flabbergasting to me, man.
Yeah.
But very exciting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys should be proud of yourselves. Yeah. So all you guys that are just tuning in, so Tom and Sean just acquired Competition Distributing, which sells pre-1936 pots as of now. So if any of you guys have old bikes, check out Competition. Do you guys want to plug anything else?
Hey, here's what I'm going to say. I want you guys. I want everybody to remember Sean Jackson right now, because this guy's going to explode in the motorcycle world. I kid them. I tell them, listen, Sean, they're not going to know who the hell George and I are. You know, we met Sean through our oldest brother. Our oldest brother owns a powder coating company. You know, and he started telling us about Sean Jackson. You know, hey, dude, you just got to meet this Sean. You got to meet this guy. Up. So you know, it's really been a blessing. It's happened all so fast for us, and I'm blessed to have Sean aboard, because the young man's really got it going on.
Well, feelings likewise, man. You guys are blowing me up way too much. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get through, you know.
The antique world needs more Sean Jacksons.
That's right.
I don't know about that.
That's absolutely right. And you know, we kid in the AMCA. I always hear, "What about the young guys? What about the young guys?" You know, I didn't get the passion for antiques until I was probably in my 50s. You know, the real true, just crazy about it. Here's a guy that's in his 30s, and George was the same way. George was passionate about old motorcycles when he was a teenager. Okay, not me. I wanted new stuff then, but you know, Sean's like my brother, in that he's got that passion at a really young age. It's a bad thing, man. It's beautiful.
It's a bug for sure. Disease.
Well, hey, listen.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming on. We look forward to seeing the new stuff that Competitions Distributing is going to come out with, and obviously, Sean, I'm looking forward to watching you build that FXR.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'll bring it up so you can take it for a rip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
150 horsepower. It should be pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey guys, thanks so
guys,
much for having us on the show. You know, we're really thankful to give us an opportunity to promote our new company, and thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, it won't be the last time, Tom.
I appreciate that, DP. Bless you, Jody.
Bless you.
All right.
Okay, guys.
We'll see.
See you guys.
We'll talk
see
to you later.
Yep.
Hey,
all right,
Joe.
Dad. So I guess that's it. I gotta put my layers back on and get back out on the mountain. But huge shout out to Indian Motorcycles, Law Tigers, and Badlands for sponsoring Chopper History. All you guys that tuned in and commented. And so that was Tom and Sean from Competition Distributing. If any of you guys have antique motorcycles, check them out. They have all pre-1936 pots. And we will be back next Thursday for another one, which actually would be next year.
Yeah, right. Next year. We'll talk to all you
Dad?
people next year. We'll have all new guests and talk more about motorcycles and everything involved with it. So everybody have a happy new year, and good luck. And thanks to Indian Motorcycles, Badlands, Law Tigers, and good luck. Jody, call me when you get over. Call me when you get off this.
Okay.
All
right. We'll see you guys later. Happy New Year.
Okay. Bye-bye.